Dear students, today we will be going through the chapter 5, Lists and Tables of Class 8 from the book Computers with AI based on Windows 10 and MS Office 2016. It is edited by Kartikey Kumar and the publisher name is Creative Kids Edu Solutions Private Limited. This is prepared by me, Miss Anju Verma, and my YouTube channel is Educational Perspectives. And I would request you to like and subscribe the channel if you really found this chapter useful through me. So the chapter is List and Tables in HTML. You create list and tables in MS Word. You would have several times created the list and the tables in MS Word. Whenever you want to make a list of invitees, if you want to make a list of grocery items or any such list of students, then you have to make a list, and you sometimes either give numbers to your list or you put some bullet mark in front of each item. So similarly, you can also create lists and tables in HTML as well. You must be knowing some basic tags of HTML. You would have learned them in your previous classes. Let us learn to create lists and tables in this chapter using several HTML lists as well as using some CSS style attributes along with them. So as you see, the chapter name is List and Tables in HTML. So the chapter is divided into two parts. First half is related to list and the second half is dealing with tables. So the list tag. To create a list, we use the list tag. This list make your web page more readable and attractive. Obviously, you can clearly see all the items and they are easily readable. And it's looking appealing, attractive as well. Order type of list, they have numbers in front of each list item. See, here we can have 1, 2, 3. Here we are having ABCD. Here ABCD in capitals, and these are small Roman letters. We can also have capital Roman letters. ABCD could be written inside the brackets. All of these numberings could be put inside the bracket as well. And the unordered list could be putting some bullet marks in front of the list item. These are discs, these are square, these are circle, and many more similar to these we can have as unordered list. We can also just click the pictures or have any item, any image that could be used as unordered list bullet. Now let's learn ordered list in a bit detail. An ordered list is a numbered list. It starts with the OL tag. OL stands for ordered list. Each list item starts with the LI tag. LI stands for list item. OL ordered list, LI list item. To add a numbered list in your web page, follow the given steps. Step 1 says you type the tag OL with its attributes. OL, that is ordered list, can have the attributes. Which could be the attributes? Type and the start value. Type is the type of list you want, whether you want 1, 2, 3, whether you want ABCD or you want Roman letters. So whenever we want to specify any type, we need to type them along with the open tag. This is the open tag OL, which is without the slash mark. and we always specify our attributes along with this. Then after this, the step 2 says type the tag list item and then type the list item for the list, and repeat this step for other list item. So we need to specify the tag li before every list item that we want to insert in the list. If we have 10 items in our list, we need to write 10 times li. Before every item, we need to put li once. And at the end, when our list is over, we will type the closing tab along with the slash sign. This is /ol. So here are the attributes. Is type, and the second attribute is start. Now this type specifies what kind of numbered list is to be displayed. Like if you want Roman numerals, if you want small case Roman numerals, or Arabic 1 to 3, or uppercase alphabets ABCD, or lowercase alphabets as small ABCD. So syntax for writing this is, syntax means the rule of writing a program code. So how do we write? We will put a less than sign, then OL, then this is actually called angular bracket, the less than sign and the greater than sign. OL, then a space, then type equals to, we will specify any one of these. For example, OL, then type equals to 1. I want my list to be numbered as 1 2 3 4, so I am writing the type as 1. Similarly, giving a 1 space after this, we can also write the start value. So here it is specify the starting value of the numbered list. OL, then start value, start is equal to value. So OL, then start is equals to value. If I write, instead of start equals to 1, if I write 3 in place of 1, that means my list will be of type 1 to 3, but my starting value will be 3. Now there is a practice time question given on page 53 of the chapter. It says create a list in HTML having names of 10 students of your class. So here, say suppose your 10 students of your class are these students. So that means this should be the output, and here it is not specified which type of list you want. Since we have just studied ordered list, it is but obvious that we need to write the code for ordered list. So how do I write? It will be OL, then type equals to 1, that means 1 2 3 type of list, and the starting value is 1, that means my first list item will be numbered as 1. So these are 11 items. In place of 10 I have taken 11, so I have written all 11 items, and as I told you, we need to specify li in front of every item, and we have written. Then after that, once the list is completed, we will put a ending tag which is /ol, and we get output as this one. Now in the book there is an example given for the ordered list, in which the writer has specified all 7 wonders of the world. So just for giving this output, the 7 wonders, and Taj Mahal, Colosseum, Machu Picchu, Christ of Redeemer, Petra, Jordan, Greater Wall of China, and Chichen Itza, we will write a program now using some of the CSS attributes as well. See, you can see that here the output is not on a white page. Here the background color is aquamarine, the heading is written in blue color, and the color of this text is dark green color, military green color, which is looking somewhat blackish, but it is actually dark green. So for this we will write this program. See, HTML, head and title, and the end of head with slash head, and body and HTML. These are the basics HTML structure that every program will have. We need to specify the attributes, these colors of the text and all. So always whenever you see this curly bracket, from the curly bracket itself you can understand that this program is using internal CSS styling attributes. Okay, so which is being specified, or you can say which is written inside the head section of program. So you will see that the style keyword is written here, and we will give all the styling in between slash style and slash style. For the body, we want the background color to be aquamarine. We need to specify the tag name here, and we will write what attribute we want for that. So for the whole body of the program, we need background color as aquamarine. You can see the whole page has been colored with aquamarine color. Now H1 heading, wherever we have H1 heading, that is 16 size of the text, that will be colored, that will be in blue color. So you can see that 7 wonders is written in blue, and there is the color green for whatever written after H1 will be, the text of the output would be written in green color. Then I have ended the tag style with slash style. Now since internal CSS styling is written inside the head section, now after writing all the styling, I have now written the ending tag for head, slash head. Now comes the actual program in which I want H1 heading as the 7 wonders. So here it is, 7 wonders. Now comes the body of my program, which is inside which I have the ordered list with 7 items, list items. So OL, and the type is 1, that means I want 1, 2, 3 in front of my list items, and the starting value should be 1, so that means I want my list item to begin with 1. So here it is, and after writing 7 items there is a closing tag, then the body tag will close, then the complete HTML program will complete. Now after this we will run it and we will get this output. Now there is an unordered list. An unordered list is a bulleted list item. It starts with the UL tag. Each list item starts with the LI tag. UL stands for unordered list. This is an abbreviation for unordered list. And LI, as you know, it is list item. To add the bulleted list also, in the similar way as we did an OL ordered list tag, we will be writing the tag UL with its attribute, then we will type LI and then type the list of items, then we will end our list by the closing UL tag. Here we have only one attribute, type. Since all the marks, or you can say the bullets before list item are same, there is no sequence, so we need only one attribute as type. Here disk, circle, square are the 3 given here, but we have many more as I discussed just in my previous page. So how will you write syntax of unordered list? UL, then you will write the type is equal to any one of this has to be written, disk, circle, square, or any other if you want. So example is UL, then type and disk. Now there is one program, the same program instead of 1 2 3 we have put square. We have put square bullet in front of each item. Rest everything is same. So I have written the same program as it is, but colored is changed. Instead of aquamarine I gave color cyan. In the book you will find aquamarine here also, but just for a change I have changed the color. Here I have written cyan, which is similar to turquoise color. And the title part I have changed, instead of ordered I have written unordered, since I am dealing with unordered list here. Now under the style container tag I have specified my body tag. For my body I have written background color as cyan, h1 color is equal to blue, means the h1 heading will be written in blue color, and thereafter everything will be written in green color. This is military green color. Now style. Now head has closed. Head, I am closing this with, after writing my styling I am closing the head tag. Now I have started the actual program. H1 is written as the 7 wonders. Then under the body I have given my unordered list with the type square, which you can see here. Then the 7 items. Then I close this with the closing tag UL. Then my body of my program ends up here, and then the complete program also ends up here. And we will get, after running this program, running means just saving it with the extension .html and opening it with browser, we will get this output. There is one program, practice time question on page 55 of your textbook, which says create an unordered list in HTML of all the faculties teaching you. Faculties means here the teachers, those who teach you. So here are some teachers. I have just written the name of some of the teachers. You can write any names. So for this I will be writing the program of unordered list. Just start with UL and type circle. You can see these are the circle bullets. So type equals to circle, then I will write all the items names, then I will close this with /ul, and I will get, after reading this in web browser, we will get this type of output. Now there are some list properties. These list properties means these are related to CSS styling attributes, which we write in curly brackets. So there is one property with name as list style type. This is the type. Here type is what? The disk, circle, square, or any other image. This prototype specifies the type of list item marker in an ordered or unordered list. These are the attributes related to both type of tags, the ordered bullets and the unordered one. The syntax for this is list style tag type with a hyphen in between. Then we will put a colon and we will write the value. Instead of this value, we need to write either none, disk, or circle, or square, or any other of our choice. And the value for ordered list can be decimal, leading, 0, lower Roman, upper Roman, and lower alpha or upper alpha. This is for unordered list, disk, circle, and square, and the below ones are for the ordered list, where we can have leading 0 means if you want to write 1 2 3, it will give you 0 1 0 2 0 3 0 4. You can have Roman, lower Roman, or the upper Roman. Here lower and upper means lowercase and uppercase, that is small case and the capitals one alphabets. Lower alphabets, that is small ABCD, or upper alpha means capital ABCD. Do you know The default value of an unordered list is the disk, and for an ordered list is decimal. This is Arabic decimal, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have some other list properties as list style image. This prototype specifies an image as the list item marker. As I discussed just 2 slides back, that we can also specify any image, any picture from your PC or any image stored in your system as an image, as an bullet mark in unordered list. So this is the style. This is the list style image wherein you can put such images. List hyphen style hyphen image colon and the value. Instead of value, you have to specify the URL, uniform resource locator. That means the address of that particular image. It will automatically come down to the size of a bullet and it will be placed before the list item. List style position. Where do you want to specify, or where you want to position the list style? This prototype specifies the position of the list item marker. Sometimes we do not specify any space between the value and this list style, or sometimes it is written inside, sometimes it is little outside. So let's check. This prototype specifies the position of the list item marker. So syntax will be list style position with hyphen in between and colon and the value. Value could be either inside or the outside. Now let's check whether where value can be taken either inside, that is bullet points will be inside the list item, or it is outside, bullet points will be outside the list item. I will request you to try both of these separately in the same program with at least 2 to 3 items. Next is the shorthand property. You would have learned in the previous chapter also that we have shorthand property with all the 4 attributes that we have for font, text, border and margin. The last property was shorthand, which specify all the other 2-3 properties in one go. To shorten the code, we use all the list properties at once using the list shorthand property. So how do we write it? The syntax will be list hyphen style colon value. We do not specify image, position or anything. We only just write these 2 words, list hyphen style and put colon and then write the value, where value is equal to value for list style, value for list style, or value for list style image. Instead of this style, there should be position. I'll correct it. For example, list style then colon disk, which is the value for disk style, disk, then the value for list position, which is inside or outside, so I have written outside, and then comes the list style image, which is URL, and in the bracket in double quotes I have specified the complete address, image.apg. You have to write the complete address including the drives like C:/ and the folders and the subfolders, and then the complete name along with extension. Now let us see this. We have specified these only. See, if the image that you have given in your list, unordered list, is not there in the system, it will take the default one as it has taken here. So here I have written the most common operating system and commonly known versions. These are the Windows operating system versions. So here again under style I have specified background color as sky blue, which is this one. Then the list style image URL is blue.png. Now list item. For unordered list we will have blue.png, and for the list items we will have font size as 30 pixel. So these are the font sizes with 30 pixel. And H1, that is heading 1, will be written in color red, so you can see the headings are written in color red. Now here you can see H1 heading with which was supposed to be in red is there. Most commonly used operating system. Then UL style position is outside, means outside the list. The bullet marks are specified outside, means there is a gap between these two, the bullet as well as the list item. So here you can see the position, list style position outside. Since I haven't specified any type of list style here, it has taken the default one, disk. Here for next H1 heading, I have written the next heading as commonly known versions of Windows operating systems. Now we have some 5 versions of Windows. Then I close the tag with /ul, then body, then HTML, and after opening this in browser I will have my output as shown on the right of this. Now there is a practice time question which asks us to create a web page as shown alongside. Means how should it look like? It should have green color, light green color as a background color. Then the font size should be 18, and for this one, a human body, this is written as H1 heading, which should be written in black, and the background color for H2 heading should be sky blue. This is my H2 heading, and the background for this heading is light blue, sky blue, and the font color should be black, so it is written in black. And there is one more thing which is asked: use the tags and CSS properties you have learned, and marquee tag is also to be given. So for a healthy body leads to a healthy mind, we have given a marquee. Marquee is a container tag, which is the text which you want to marquee, that is which is to be moved horizontally from left to right or right to left, which is placed between the marquee and /marquee tag. So here another H3 heading is for organ system and skeletal systems, which is again written in black color. And marquee, we will be providing a marquee to H2 heading inside our actual program, HTML program. So here my styling is specified inside head tag, head section of the program, and from this body part my actual body of the program begins. I've written the complete code here, and the H2 tag, the second heading, is placed inside the marquee and /marquee tag. Now we come to the nested list. Nested list means a list within the next list. Sometimes we have such type of lists in the back exercises of a text, like in our book also we have our first question as capital A, beginning with capital A. Then inside that we have 1 2 3 4 5 questions. Under every 5 question, under those each 1 2 3 4 5 questions we have sub options because it was a MCQ. So likewise we can have these type of nested list in our question papers also. So the nested list, a list created within a list, is known as the nested list. Both lists, ordered and unordered, can be nested together. We can have ordered list within the ordered list, then one more ordered list, or unordered list. Again inside that I can have another unordered list or another unordered list, or we can have combination of both. This is done by writing the OL and the UL tag under list items. The following example show you different type of nested lists. See, my favorite hobby then is music, under which I have Hindi music and Western music, and under Hindi music I have ghazals and old hits, and under Western music I have instrumental and the country music. So this is my first list, under which I have another ordered list with A, B, and under each A and B list item we have further Roman 1 and 2 list items. So for this output we can write this program. So first of all we will write H1, my favorite body. See, here I haven't specified CSS styling. This is a simple HTML, core HTML program. Then I put OL with type 1, that means I want 1 as my first list item. Then I put list item music, then under which I have A and B, so my type will be OL type will be A, which begins with A, and under which I have one list item as Hindi, and again under Hindi I have Roman 1 2. So again after Hindi list item I have written OL with type I, the ghazals and old hits, and this ordered list comes to an end to here. Then I have, instead of Hindi I have Western now, second. So this will be written after B, and under this I have another Roman letters list starting with small I, instrumental and country music, these two, and end of this type OL is this one, end of this type is this one, and the beginning which I had type equals to A, end of this is the last one. Then I end my program by /body and /h. After opening this text file in browser I get this output. That was the ordered nested list. Now we will be dealing with unordered list nested with unordered. Means we have all the lists in our nested list as the unordered ones. So for this output, as my favorite hobby, and under which I have reading, under reading I further have fiction and non-fiction books. Then I have two names in each category of fiction, Oscar Wilde and Robin Cook, and in non-fiction also I have Norman Vincent Peale and Robin Sharma. So for getting this type of output we need to write in the same way as we did in our last slide, that was the slide number 13. Here I have written the same program, but instead of OL I have put UL tag. So after writing H1 heading as my favorite hobby, I will put my UL tag, then I will give my first list item as reading, then under reading list item I will further write another unordered list in which my first list item will be fiction, And under fiction I again have two list items, which is Oscar Wilde and Robin Cook. Now I will complete this list with these two items. So UL internal UL list will be ended by /UL. Now I am out of this list. Now I will further come to non-fiction. That is the next list item after this fiction is my non-fiction. Then under this non-fiction also I have another unordered list with two list items. So I have begun this with UL and I have put two list items, and I again complete this list by /UL. So now I am left with only this fiction and reading, these two list endings. So one is ended by /UL and the other one, the main reading, will be ended by /UL. And my program body ends with /body and my complete program ends with /HTML. After opening this HTML program in a browser, I will get this output. There is another question, practice time question given on page number 57 of the book, which asks to create a web page as shown below. This is the output that I need to have. So for this we will be writing our HTML program as headings. My H1 heading will be subjects, then these are ordered list, and under which I have unordered list. So first it will be ordered list with type 1 because it is beginning with 1. Then under which I have English, and this is UL, and type is a sign, this sign. In my notepad editor it is shown as this, but the output when you will run it will give you the same bullet which is here. While copy pasting in the presentation the sign changes to this, but when you will run this program it will show you as output this bullet list only. Under this I have my first subject as English, under which I have only one item, which is favorite author Charles Dickens. So I have written UL and type and then list item as this, and since it has only one item I will end my list with /UL after one item only. Then I'll come out of this list and move to my next list item, which is Hindi. Under Hindi also I have the same sub item which is unordered, so UL and the same sign, and list item is my favorite author Munshi Premchand and under Hindi, and my UL list will also end up after one list item only. Now I need to end up this list, so this list will end up with /UL and my body of the program with /body, and program of the complete HTML code will end up with /HTML. After opening this program in web browser I will get this output. Now there is third type of list. The main are ordered and unordered. Now but the third list is my definition list. Yeah, you would have understood how do we write definition. If I tell you to write definition of 2-3 terms, how will you write? You will first write the term and then you will write the description of that definition. Then you will write the next term and then you will write the definition. So in the same way we will write it through our HTML program. In this program also I have not mentioned any CSS attribute. This is a plain HTML program without any CSS attribute. So what are definition list? Definition list displays definition terms and their definition description. This is the use of definition list, that it displays the definition term and then it defines the description of the term. They are not list of items. They are actually not the item list, just as we had in ordered and unordered list. So here we do not put any number, or we also do not put any mark before the descriptions. So as the name suggests, there are three tags involved in this combination. One is the definition list, which is the tag, like we had OL in ordered list. Here we have definition list, DL. Then I have the data term, to write the term which is to be defined, and after that we have DD for definition, definition description. For the definition, in normal cases most browsers display the term and definitions in separate lines and slight indents. Indents means the space between the text and the margin of the page. We leave some space to write the description. So what is the syntax of definition list? First we will write the DL tag, opening DL tag, then the data term, where I will write term 1 after this, then the definition description for writing the definition, then I will write again data term, or you can say definition term, then I will write the second term here, then I will write the definition description after this. So it is actually a combination of two tags, DT and DD. This is for writing the term and this is writing for description, the actual definition. And when my definitions writing is over, I will end up this tag with /DL. So here is a small program of the book itself, which is given on your page number 58. It defines two definitions. One is of database and the next is of DBMS. So here we will write the complete structure, HTML with ending tag, head with the end of head, then title, under which I am writing description list. Then head section is over, is closed with /h head. Then the body part of my program, then I write the DL tag, the opening DL tag, then I will write my first database term, then I will write the description. What is a database? A database refers to a collection of interrelated data. Then I will write my second term and then I will write my second definition. So in this program I have written only two definitions with their explanations. Then I will end up with /body and HTML. After running this, I will get this output. This is, you can see the term is written and above the description, and description comes after a tab. There is a question in the book, practice time question given on the book on page 58, to create a web page to show the definition list of the followings, like we have done in our previous slide number 16. We have defined DBMS and the database. Here we have to define list, hyperlinks, HTML tags and browser. So in this way we will be defining, and we have written the same program. We have simply elongated my previous program with two more terms and definition description like this. Now comes the second half with this page, slide number 17. We have covered half of the chapter describing about the list. So we have learned there are three type of list. One is ordered, second is unordered, and the third one is definition. Now we will be studying table tag, means to create table. So how do we create table? Table stores the data in rows and columns. Table is a grid of rows and columns. It stores the data in each cell of the table structure. In HTML, tables are created with the table tag. To add a table in your web page, follow the given steps. So the step 1 will be you have to type the tag table with its attribute. See, all the attributes is specified along with the opening tag. So here also we will type the tag table with the attributes. We will learn in further slides several attributes related to the tables. Type the tag TR. TR stands for table row with the attribute. Says these are all without the slash sign, that means they are all opening tags. So we will be specifying attributes if we wish to. Type the tag TH. TH stands for table heading. And then we type the table heading. Now type the closing tag /th. Repeat step 3. Type the table tag and then table type heading, and step 4. These two are repeated more time. Repeat if I wish to have more than one column. These are all table headings. First of all, in a table, I write the table tag, then I type the tag tr for the first row, under which I have to give the table headings. Th will be ending with /tl th only if I have one column. If I need to have more than one column, then I have to repeat the number of times, the number of columns I have, that times the step 3 and step 4. Then I will close it with /tr. This is the first row. TR will end with /tr, and TH stands for the very first row, which is heading. So after this, again I have to type the tag tr with the attributes. Now I am writing the attributes from second row onwards. Type the tag th with the attributes and then type the text. And you can type the closing tag th. Now here repeat the 7 and 8 tag to add more columns. These more headings are also more columns, but since we are in a table, we write my first row as table heading. That is why I have used the word headings here. Now type the closing tag tr and repeat 6 and 9 tag again for more rows. If I have more rows, we have to write from 6 to 9 steps as many times as many rows we need to have in our table. And once my table contents are written, I will type the closing tag /table. So this might appear to you little confusing because you could not see the table structure over here. We will understand this in a better way in the next slide. So do you know TH stands for table heading, TH, H here stands for heading, TR, R stands for table row, and this should be TD, which is table data. Here this is a mistake. Here I should have TD, D for data. Now comes to table properties. Let's bring the properties on the screen and then I will explain one by one. First table property is the border. This property specifies the width, style and color of the table borders. So border could have a width, that is the thickness of the border. Then the style, there are many styles of border, like it may be a solid line, it may be dashed line, it may be dotted line or lines with any design, and it may have different type of colors. So here I am writing syntax as border, then colon, value, where value would be value for border width, then border style and border color. See, in my previous list I had shorthand property, in under which I was using 2 to 3 properties. Likewise, in table properties, border properties, we have the attribute as border with 3 type of values in a sequence. First I will write the width, then the border style and then the border color. Next attribute is border collapse. This property collapses or separates the table border. Collapse means the two cells are appearing adjacent to each other. They are not separated. So, and if it is collapsed, then it will join, the two cells will join each other, otherwise they will be separated with some space. Like if I have the syntax of border collapse, then the value, this value could be collapse or separate. We can have only 2 values in place of this value, collapse and separate. Border spacing. It specifies the distance between the borders of adjacent cell. If the borders collapse is separate, then I need to write the space between the two cells. So is border spacing, where value is equal to horizontal spacing or vertical spacing. So horizontal spacing is space between the two cells horizontally, and vertical spacing will be the spacing between the two cells vertically, means the cell of the above row and cell below that. Note, values of the border spacing is in pixels or centimeters. Then I have height and width. These properties are used to set the height and width of the table, complete table. Now height is equal to value and width is equal to value, where value can be in pixel or in centimeters or in percentage. Example, width is equal to 20 pixels. Now let's write a program to understand this. Now you will understand why I was writing TH in the first row, then TD in the next. Now let's start. Now I want a table to be printed in this format, in which my cells are actually separated with each other horizontally and vertically both. They are not collapsed, they are separated. And my border is red in color, thickness is 2 pixel, color is solid red. Color is table data, the text, that means the text is written in crimson color, which is reddish pink. Now let's write it. HTML and head will be written as it is. Then I will give the title as table, and under style tag I will write the attributes for body. Background color is peach puff. You can see the background color in peach puff, which is peach puff. Then table and table heading, then table data. Table data, under table the heading will be black, and table, since I will not mention anything, it will be in black only. Now I have specified the table data. Table data, the border for table data will be also be solid red, and the border will be 2 pixel. And after that, this is related to table heading only. Now the table data means from row 2 onwards will be colored crimson. This is reddish pink color. This table data is written in reddish pink color, which is crimson. Now style tag is closed by /style. Now I have closing head tag here. Again you can say this is internal styling written within the head section. Now my body of the program begins from the body tag. Then H3 color codes. This heading is written in H3. H3 is the third heading. H1 is the biggest size, second size is H2, then it is H3. So this is the size is H3 here. Now I will write the table tag. First table row is for table heading. This is the first row. So table heading will be serial number. Then I will end this with /th. Then the next item again th with column, which is here. Then this will also end up, then th with hex code, then th, and my first table row ends with /. So this is all I have written in one line. This was for heading, table heading, which is serial number, column, and hexa code. Hex code means hexadecimal code. Now comes these 4 rows data. So again tr, then td1, then td blue, td, and these data, and this will again end with tr. So likewise, as I have to write as many times as many rows I require in my table. As soon as I have completed with all my rows items, then I will put my table ending tag here, then the /body and /html. Once I write this in Notepad and save it with the .html extension, and then open it in the Internet Explorer or in any other browser, it will give this output. After creating a simple table structure, here we will be now creating 2 tables in the same program, one with the border collapse property as separate. That is, in the first table we have all the cells separated with each other. There is a space between each cell, between the 2 cells, horizontally as well as vertically. Using border collapse property as separate value, and border spacing is 10 pixels and 25 pixels. This is the horizontal spacing. That means horizontally the space between 2 cells is 10 pixel, and this one 25 pixel is the vertical spacing, means between the cells in different rows. This space between each cell item is 25 pixel. So this is horizontal space, this is vertical. In the next table we have used the border collapse property value as collapse. Collapse means the two cells are collapsed to each other. There is no space in between, neither horizontally nor vertically. So you might be knowing the syntax for writing this table as we have discussed in our last slide, in slide 21. So this is how we will be writing it: the table tag and the closing tag. Then the first row will be the heading th with as many items that we have. That is, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So 4 times we will be writing th and /th with the item in between, data item in between. Then we have 5 rows for this table. So 5 times table tr tag, 5 further with values and ending with /tr. The data item will be written with td, table data. You would have noticed that for the heading we write th/th, but from the first row onwards, after the first row, which is the heading row, header row, from the second row onwards we write td for each data item, and we end with /table. Likewise, we will be writing in the similar way, but only the table property of border collapse will be collapse. Here it is separate, and you can see the difference. Here, just for explanation, I haven't written 5 rows, I have taken only 2 rows. And once you have written this program correctly and saved with the .html extension, then you can open it with Internet Explorer or any other browser which is your default browser of the system. You will get this output. Here you can see the attributes that I have given: background color as aquamarine, and the border is solid blue color with 2 pixel thickness, and spacing I have already explained, and the text is written in, table data is written in black color. Now there is a question given. This is a practice time question given on page number 60 of your chapter 5, which asks you to write a table of your school timetable. So instead of 8 periods or 7 periods, I have made 6 period timetable. If you want, you can add 2 more columns while writing your program, and it will be written in the same way as we did using table border collapse property as separate. And you know what is 10 pixel and 20 pixel? This is horizontal spacing and this is vertical spacing. After writing this program, save it with the .html extension and then open it in the web browser, and you will get this type of output. Please do try this program and try adding 2 more columns, 6 के बाद 7 and 8 also. Now this is a property of padding. What do you mean by padding actually? This property is used to set the space between the border and the content in a cell. So this will actually decide how much space will you leave between the text and the border of the cell. So syntax is padding and then the value, and the value could be top padding, right padding, left padding, bottom padding, and it is given in pixels or centimeters or in percentage. Example, padding colon 20 pixel. Now for this output with heading as composition of human blood and this table structure, can you just guess which type of border collapse value would have been specified for giving no space between the cell items? Yes. So here I have given the background color as light green and border is of 1 pixel, so you can see the thickness of the border. Solid crimson, color is crimson given here, padding is 20 pixels. That means space between the border and the data item is only 20 pixels. Here also you can see the distance between the border and the data item is 20 pixel only. And since there is no space between the cells, so border collapse property is collapse, and border spacing is 10 pixels and 20 pixels. Height is 20% and width is 80%. Can you guess what does it mean? Border collapse is collapse that we have done. Border spacing is 10 pixels and 20 pixels. Means this is your horizontal spacing. So horizontally it is 10 and vertically it is 20, and height is 20%, means height of the cell is 20% and width is 80%. Width of the one is 20, other is 50. Width is your 80%. And the styling ends with /style. Then under the body I have written my heading in H3 size, composition of human blood, which is in black color. If I am not specifying any other color, it automatically takes the automatic, that is the black color. Then after writing the table tag, I will again write serial number and components. Since I have only 2, so my table row and this content will be written little bit lesser as previous to my previous tables structures. So table, this is my heading, th and /th. In between I have written serial number, then again th and /th with components item, then ending my table row with tr. So this is my heading since it has th. Now from second row onwards I have table data. So I have further four rows, so 4 lines, then table and then /table. Just to write this complete program, save it with .html extension and open it with browser, you will get this output. Then once you get the output, I will request you to do little changes in the styling part, like changing the background color, changing the thickness of the table border, and changing the color of the text, changing the color of the heading, and try to give space between the cells horizontally and vertically both, etc. Now let's come to horizontal and vertical alignment. You know what is meant by alignment? In our typing in MS Word, we have 4 types of alignments: left, right, center and justified. Here also we have the same. So here, while alignment, each cell is considered. You can correlate each cell with a page and you can see the alignment. This is center. We have both horizontal and vertical alignment. It could be horizontally. In horizontal alignments we have left, right, or center and justified, and in vertical alignment we have top, bottom and middle. So let's begin with horizontal and vertical alignment explanations. The text alignment property sets the horizontal alignment of the text in a table. Alignment, these are called alignment. When we do not use any horizontal or vertical word with the data item and just write align, it automatically means that we are talking about horizontal alignment. So the text alignment property sets the alignment, horizontal alignment of the text in table. Text is the data items, and the vertical alignment property sets the vertical alignment of the text in a table. And there is one more property called hover. This is not related to alignment. Hover property changes the color of the row column on the mouse hover. Hover means when you focus your mouse or you move your mouse cursor over the text or the page, it will change the color. Syntax of text alignment is text align colon and value, where value could be left, center and right. There is no alignment like justified in here. Then the vertical alignment value can have top, middle and bottom, and TR, that is TR colon hover, it is for row. TR stands for table row, colon hover, and in bracket we have given background color and the value. Means if in a row, if I hover my mouse like this, the value means suppose I have written red in the value, the text will convert in the background color will be changing to red. Now I will write the program here. Under the style I have given my internal styling as background color light green, which you can see here. Then the table, in table, the table data, for table heading we have border 1 pixel and solid crimson color border. Then for table heading, in the header row, text alignment is centered, and in table data also text alignment is centered. Now the table row hover property is turning background color to yellow. Table border collapse value is collapse. That means there is no space between the adjacent cells, neither vertically nor horizontally. Border spacing is 10 pixel and 20 pixel. height is 30% and width is 80%. Now the style tag ends up and the head also has a closing tag to show that I am over with defining the properties. Now my body part of the program comes in. For in H3 heading I am writing composition of human blood. Since I haven't specified any attribute, it will by default write this heading in black color. Now I have written the same content and I am closing this with table tag and body. Once I write this and save it and open it in browser, it will give you output somewhat like this. Yes, so now we will go for another attribute, which is caption side. This is the caption side. Caption means some word or words that will appear as a caption. Like here I have written table 1. So I have decided whether to write it on the top of the table or the bottom of the table. And we can also leave some empty cell in between. So for that we have empty cell attribute. Here the caption, we generally write these type of caption in our textbooks as below the images or the pictures or the table. We generally write below that this is table 4.5 first, or some table name, or we describe something. So these things are called captions. What does a caption side do? It allows you to set the value of a caption. Syntax is caption hyphen side, then colon and the value, and the value could be top or bottom. Empty cell, it specifies to display or not to display borders and backgrounds on the cells that contain no content. Now let us understand this by the following HTML program. For this output where I have made a row, 5th row, but I haven't given any data inside this. So there is no data put inside the second column in the 5th row. So how will I write this? Can you see the change? This is the 3rd time we are writing the same table with slight differences. In the last one, this one, we have caption as table 1, which is below the table. So the property will be bottom. And I have also specified the color, which is red. And let's see how will we go about. So in under style I have written caption side is bottom. You can see the output in the bottom. This is only the location. This is the side. Now under body I have background color, which is light green. You can see the color here. Under table data, the table heading data will be having border 1 pixel, and here I have 1 pixel, solid crimson colored border, and empty cells. I have written empty cells to be shown, means the border will be shown for the empty cell also. Here it was specified that it specifies whether or not you want to display or not to display the border. So I have written show. So it is showing the border. Here I haven't put any data inside the fifth row second column, but I am showing the border of this cell also. So this is the show property given here. Now the table heading text alignment is centered. You can see it is centered. Here also it is centered, and table data is also aligned center. So you can see the complete data aligned center in the columns horizontally. Now table row. In the table row, when the mouse will hover on the output, the background color will turn to yellow. Table border collapse will be value will be collapsed. That means there is no space between the cells, two adjacent cells, and the border spacing is 10 pixel and 20 pixel. This is horizontal spacing from the border to the text. It is 10 pixel space, and vertically it is 20 pixel space. Height is 30%, height of the cell, and width is 80%. Actually, this, if I consider the length and breadth of the table as 100%, out of that 100%, height of this cell is 30%, and width of the column, if I consider the width of the column as 100, so width of this particular column will be 80 out of that 100. So you with this 80, I mean to say that the width of the table is divided into 80 and 20. That means now H3 heading is written as composition of human blood, which is here. Caption style is color red, which is given here, red. Table 1 is the caption, table 1 the text, and then it is written in the similar way as we have been writing in our previous pages, then slash table. See, in the fifth row I have not specified any item, so it is written that nothing is written between TD and TD here. It is empty. Then I end my table with the slash table tag, then slash body HTML. Once I write this program and I open in browser, I will get this output. With this, our chapter comes to an end. So in short, we will see what all we have learned in the chapter. The first point that we have learned was an ordered list is a numbered list. It starts with OL tag. An unordered list is a bulleted list and it starts with UL tag. And for both, each list item starts with the LI tag. A list created within a list is known as the nested list. The definition lists are used for displaying definition terms and their definition descriptions. DT and DD. Tables are used to store the data in rows and columns, and tables are created with the table tag. The border property is used to specify table borders. This is in short what we have learned in our chapter. Now we come to our exercises. The first question is multiple choice question. Now let's recall our ordered list. Do you see here it is written A? That means the ordered list which has the type as A, and the starting value is also A, under which I have another ordered list with type 1, and I have 5 list item under this, and each list item further has another ordered list with A, B and C, small ABC. So this is also an example of nested list. So the first question, and dash list is a numbered list. Numbered list means ordered list. The dash property specifies the type of list item marker in ordered or unordered list. So the answer will be list style type. The list style attributes are all related to both ordered and unordered. We can use them with both type of list. A list within a list is known as nested list. Which tag is used for definition description? DD, definition description, DD. Observe the given CSS code. Table collapse separate, border spacing 20 pixel and 40 pixel. What will be the result? It will divide table into two parts separated by 40 pixels. Tables, each column has separate border? No. Table have double spaces in between column? No. So the appropriate answer is the A part. Next question is true false. Lists do not make your web page look attractive. Lists make our page look attractive. So this is false. DT and DD are the tags for a definition list. Yes, this is true. You cannot add a caption to a table. In the last program we learned how to add. So this is also false. We can add. The spaces between the cells of a table are fixed. No. We need to specify how much space we want. So it is not fixed. It may vary according to our requirement. Next question is filling the blanks. Each list item starts with LI tag. An unordered list is a bulleted list. To insert a table, we use table tag. A DL tag is used to create a definition list. Definition list DL. So here we write DL. Yes. Now under question D, very short answer questions, we have our first question as explain the different attributes of a table tag. The different attributes of table tag were TH, TR and TD. TH stands for table heading, TR for table row and TD for table data. Students, you can note down answers in your notebook from here. Now how will you differentiate between UL and or OL list? First of all, we will write the complete name of these tags. An ordered list is a numbered list and unordered list is a bulleted list. Second, it starts with the OL tag and this unordered list starts with UL tag. In ordered list, each item starts with the LI tag. Here also in unordered list, each item starts with the LI tag. So while writing, you can remove this third item because this is not a difference, this is a similarity. Now come to short answer question, under which first question is which tag is used to set the spaces between the table. Can you guess? There was a border collapse, border spacing, collapse and So here border spacing specifies the distance between the borders of adjacent cell in a table. Syntax was border spacing then value. Where value was horizontal spacing, insert backslash vertical spacing. Why do you need definition list? Support your answer with an example. So, definition lists display definition terms and their definition descriptions. They are not list of items. So, as the name suggests, there are 3 tags involved in it: DL, DT and DD. In normal cases, most browsers display the term and definition on separate lines and slight indents. Now come to how do you create a table? Give an example of nested list. So this was given in your chapter as well. You can write the steps to create a table as we have already discussed in one of our slides. You can note it down. Long answer question. Write a short note on nested list. Nested lists. A list created within a list is called nested list. Nested list is a list that is contained within another list. This is the explanation of first line. It is used to create a hierarchical structure where the inner list is intended to show that it is a sub-list of the outer list. So nested list can be either ordered or unordered or a combination of both, depending on the type of list used to create them. For example, an ordered list might look like this: item 1, item 2, and under item 2 I have 2 items, and then I can have item 3. So within these 3 items, the second item is having 2 sub items. This list has a nested list sub items that is intended and numbered to show that it is a sublist of the outer list. Both list ordered and unordered can be nested together. This is done by writing an entire OL or UL under the LI tag. Okay. And nested lists are useful for creating complex lists with multiple levels of hierarchy, and they can be used in HTML and other programming languages to create web page layouts and other structured documents. Now there was another question, number 3. List makes the data more attractive. Justify your statement. First of all, just think in your mind, do you agree that lists make data more attractive? Yes. We write our items in a listed format to make it more appealing and attractive and easily readable. So this is true. So what can we write here? Lists make data more organized and systematic, because we also put some numberings so we can count our data. It will make it more organized and systematic as well. It is clearly understood. Therefore, it becomes attractive. Lists help structure and present data in a more attractive and user-friendly manner, improving comprehension and engagement. But just by looking at the data, you can also analyze it. Now, lists can enhance the attractiveness of data for several reasons. One of the reasons is organization. Lists provide a structured format, making information easier to digest. They break down complex data into manageable chunks. Second point says readability. Bullet points or numbered lists improve the readability, especially when presenting multiple points or items. This prevents information overload. Then it highlights. Next point is highlighting. List can emphasize, that is, give stress upon key points or highlights within a data set, drawing attention to important information. Next is scannability. It allows for quick scanning, aiding user in finding the specific data. Aiding user means helping user to find the specific data they are interested in without having to read through lengthy paragraphs. Next is visual appeal. Well-designed list with consistent formatting and spacing can make data visually appealing, encouraging and engagement. Next is clarity. Lists promote clarity by eliminating unnecessary details and providing concise information, which is crucial for effective data communication. Next is comparisons. List can facilitate comparisons between different items or data points, making it easier for users to understand trends or differences. And in summary, in summarizing all the above points, we can say lists help structure and present data in a more attractive and user-friendly manner, improving comprehension and engagement. This was the line which I wrote here also. List help structure and present data in an attractive and user-friendly manner, improving comprehension and engagement. So this is the last question of the chapter G, computer in everyday life. That is the application-based question. Here the students have to apply the knowledge gained from the chapter. Let's see how much you remember and if you really apply your knowledge. The question says, Aditi creates a web page using HTML. She wants to insert a table, but she doesn't know the tag to be used. Suggest to her the tag she should use for the same. Can you guess what she is going to use, which tag? So Aditi should use the table tag to create table in her HTML web page. So students, with this we come to end of the chapter now. Thank you so much for watching this video so patiently. If you find this video really helpful for you, I would request you to like and share this video and subscribe my channel Educational Perspective. Thank you so much once again.